All right. So we're working on headache today, correct? You have a headache currently?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Where's it hanging out in your head?
On this, my left side, all
On
the
the-
way from my eye to the back.
Okay.
I do to the occiput.
Okay. And you have a history of headaches, correct?
Yes.
And is it always in that same spot?
Sometimes on the right side or sometimes on the left side, but yeah, always on the eye
Okay.
and all the way to the back of the.
Okay. Have you been diagnosed with migraines or cluster headaches or anything like that?
I do have migraines sometimes, but
Okay.
not often.
Okay. Is this the same kind of symptoms that you get with your migraine?
No,
Okay.
they're different.
So this is a little bit different than
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
All right. Are you taking anything for it? Did you take any ibuprofen for it?
Nope, not
Okay.
today.
Okay. Fantastic. And how would you describe your headache pain? Is it like achy? Is it sharp? Is it kind of dull?
It's sharp pain all the time.
It's sharp
Basically,
pain
yeah.
all the time?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you feel it behind your eyes at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think. Have you had any like diagnosis of like tension headaches? Do they come on at the same time during the day? Have you found that like chiropractic helps or anything like that?
Basically, my headaches are always in the morning. They
Okay.
go all the way. I mean, maybe they just last for 3 or 4 hours.
Okay, but always in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any idea what brings them on? Is it like your sleep position or?
Maybe, yeah, that's the main reason. Sleep
Okay.
position, and sometimes I'm not getting enough sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything that you do regularly that helps relieve it when it does come on in the morning?
No,
Okay.
just my coffee.
Just
I
your
think
coffee?
that helps.
And that helps?
Yeah.
Yeah, caffeine often
Caffeine,
helps
yeah.
with headaches. Anything that makes it worse?
Light.
Light.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So a little light sensitivity, but no nausea or vomiting or anything like that?
Not really, no.
Okay. No vision changes?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's start you face up.
Okay.
We're going to focus, I think, mostly on your left side because that is where you're having the headache currently, but we'll
Mhm.
evaluate everything
Okay.
and see how it's going. So let's go ahead and I just want to evaluate your range of motion with your neck first. So the first thing I want you to do is I just want you to look down. All right. Does that feel a little restricted to you
On the left side.
on the left side?
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead and look up. All right. Are you feeling anything in the front?
Just a stretching here.
A little stretching there?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can get your head all the way back? Yeah, you kind of lean backwards when you do that. All right. Go ahead and try turning your head. Okay, that's restricted for sure. How about the other side? Yeah, you've got way more range of motion. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Go ahead and turn toward the class and do that head turn again.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You see how dramatic that is?
Mm-hmm.
And also, when she turns her head to one side, she does it really slowly and kind of stops and then maybe eases into it just a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Right.
But the other side, she's able to just really
Just go
smoothly
for it. Mhm.
look on over her shoulder. So if this was a car accident case, if it was restricted over her right shoulder, that would be an issue with driving, right? Because you have to check your blind spot. And so I would put that a little bit higher on the priority list than I would otherwise if it was going to be interfering with her continuing to drive, because otherwise you have to like move your whole torso. Over the other shoulder, it's not quite as necessary. You can still like see your blind spot with only a slight turn. You don't have to turn quite as far. So I'm not as worried about that since it's on the left side. Let's go ahead and have you tilt your head. Oh, okay. Yeah, can you turn toward the class and do that again? that one more time? So notice that in both cases, just a slight raising of the shoulder when she tilts her head sideways. So instead of that nice stretch that you can get that I apparently don't have this morning, she's just lifting a little bit to give
Do
her
that this way too, please.
just a slight extra range of motion. And now that I've pointed it out to you, you're gonna probably compensate for it.
And the lateral flexion. Thank you.
So if I were gonna just notate this, just a simple notation for this in my SOAP chart, I would mention that it's decreased, like down arrow, decreased range of motion with rotation of the neck, lateral flexion to the left side, and a little bit to the right side, but it's definitely worse on the left. And then both flexion and extension are slightly limited. Yeah.
So would you record this in decreased range of motion in finding or response?
I would put that in finding. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Yeah.
Will you fill one of these out at the end so we can see what it's supposed to look like?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go ahead. That's just the most simple version of a headache intake. So let's go ahead and have you undress to your level of comfort. We only really need you from the waist up,
Okay.
however you like. We'll start you face up,
Okay,
and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
okay, sure, thank you.